Morning. All right, everybody should be sitting down in the seats, please. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed your tour. This is a really gorgeous library, and it was given to St. Louis by a Scottish man named Andrew Carnegie. He paid for having it built. So he rose from being extremely poor to being the wealthiest man of his time, and he made all of his money in railroads and steel around the time, sort of in the time that Paul Laurence Dunbar was alive, was when he made all his money. Okay, so he ended up doing some good things for society with what he had made. So, as you know, our program is called Connections, Robert Burns and Paul Laurence Dunbar, Voices of the People. So we're going to hear those voices today, spoken and played by Thomasina Clark, who recently is a retired drama teacher from the St. Louis Public Schools. We taught together, in fact, at Carlane. She is also an actress and has performed at the St. Louis Black Repertory Theater, Shakespeare Festival St. Louis, Hot City, A Call to Conscience, and Upstream Theater Companies, as well as Unity Theater Ensemble. And she teaches storytelling and playwriting for Springboard. Thomasina will recite selections of poetry by Scottish poet Robert Burns and African-American poet Paul Laurence Dunbar. William Ray is the lead interpreter with the St. Charles County Parks at the historic Daniel Boone home. He is an expert in Americana, the folk music and culture of the USA, and will demonstrate on fiddle and gourd banjo the music, both Scottish and American, that corresponds with our poet's verses. So we have students here from St. Gabriel the Archangel and from Gateway Middle School. So let's give yourself a round of applause. So let's welcome Thomasina Clark and William Ray.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Connections, Robert Burns and Paul Laurence Dunbar, Voices of the People. Heroes in history. Our poets, Robert Burns and Paul Laurence Dunbar, connect in many ways. In our first two poems, they talk about heroes in history, wanting us to remember people who may serve to teach or inspire us as we make our choices in life. The first poem, Scots Wha Hae by Robert Burns. The music, The Sailor's Wife by Neil Gow. Scots Wha Hae with Wallace bled, Scots where Bruce has often led. Welcome to your gory bed, or to victory. Now's the day and now's the hour. See the front, O battle hour. See approach proud Edward's power. Chains and slavery. A traitor name, what can say fill a coward's grave? What say base as be a slave? Let him turn and flee. What for Scotland's king and law? Freedom's sword will strongly draw. Freedom stand or freeman fall. Let him follow me. oppressions, woes, and pains, by your sons in servile chains. We will drain our dearest veins, but they shall be free. Lay the proud usurpers low, tyrants fall in every blow, liberties in every blow. Let us do or deed. The next poem is called The Colored Soldiers by Paul Laurence Dunbar. The music, The Brushy Fork of Johns Creek. If the muse were mine to tempt it, and my feeble voice were strong, if my tongue were trained in measures, I would sing a heroic song. I would sing a song heroic of the noble sons of Ham, of the gallant colored soldiers who fought for Uncle Sam. In the early days, you scorned them with many a flip and flout. Said these battles are the white man's, and the whites will fight them out. Up the hills you fought and faltered, in the vales you strove and bled, while your ears still heard the thunder of the foe's advancing tread. Then distress fell on the nation, and the flag was drooping low. Should the dust pollute your banner? No, the nation shouted no. So when war in savage triumph spread abroad its funeral pall, then you called the colored soldiers, and they answered to your call. For the lifeblood of the prey, sprung they forth and bore them bravely in the thickest of the fray. And where'er the fight was hottest, where the bullets fastest fell, there they pressed, unblanched and fearless, at the very mouth of hell. Ah, they rallied to the standard, to uphold it by their might. None were stronger in the labors, none were braver in the fight. From the blazing breach of Wagner to the plains of Olustee, they were foremost in the fight of the battles of the free. And that pillow, God have mercy on the deeds committed there, and the souls of those poor victims sent to thee without a prayer. Let the fullness of thy pity o'er the hot-wrought spirit sway of the gallant colored soldiers who fell fighting on that day. Yes, the blacks enjoy their freedom, and they want it dearly too. For the lifeblood of their thousands did the southern fields bedew. In the darkness of their bondage, in the depths of slavery's night, their muskets flashed the dawning, and they fought their way to light. They were comrades then and brothers, Are they more or less today? They were good to stop a bullet and to front the fearful prey. They were citizens and soldiers when rebellion raised its head. And the traits that made them worthy, those virtues are not dead. They have shared your nightly vigils. They have shared your daily toils. And their blood with yours commingling has enriched the southern soil. They have slept and marched and suffered neath the same dark skies as you. They have met as fierce a foeman and have been as brave and true. And their deeds shall find a record in the registry of fame. For their blood has cleansed completely every blot of slavery's shame. So all honor and all glory to those noble sons of Ham, the gallant colored soldiers who fought for Uncle Sam. Biographical pictures. You know, poets find a way of telling about their own life challenges and the feelings and emotions that accompany them. Both Burns and Dunbar loved nature, and in the next two poems, they see themselves in the plight of a mountain daisy cut down by the farmer's plow, and in a bird caught in a cage, but the bird is dreaming of flying free. To a Mountain Daisy by Robert Burns. The music is Peace and Plenty by Brian McNeil. Crimson-tipped flowers, thou's met me in an evil hour, for I'm on crush amain the stour, thy slender stem. To spare thee now is past my power, thou bonny gem. Alas, it's know thy neighbor sweet, the bonny lark, companion meet, bending thee mang the dewy wheat with speckled breast, when upward springing blithe to greet the purpling east. Cold blew the bitter biting north upon thy early humble birth, yet cheerfully thou glinted forth amid the storm, scarce reared above the parent earth thy tender form. The flaunting flowers our gardens yield, high sheltering woods and ways-long shield, but thou, beneath the random bield a cloud of stain, adorns the histy stibble field, unseen, alane. There in thy scanty mantle clad, thy snowy bosom sunward spread, thou lifts thy unassuming head in humble guise. But now the share uprears thy bed, and lo, thou lies. Such is the fate of artless maid, sweet floweret of the rural shade, by love's simplicity betrayed and guileless trust, till she, like thee, all soiled is laid low in the dust. Such is the fate of simple bard, on life's rough ocean luckless starred. Unskillful he to note the card of prudent lore, till billows rage and gales blow hard and whelm him o'er. Such fate to suffering worth is given, who long with wants and woes has striven, by human pride or cunning driven, to misery's brink, to rend it of every stay but heaven, he ruined sink. Even thou who mourn'st the daisy's fate, that fate is thine, no distant date. Stern ruin's plowshare dries elate, full on thy bloom, till crushed beneath the furrow's weight shall be thy doom. Sympathy by Paul Laurence Dunbar. The music is Silver Lake Waltz by Neil Gow. You may have heard this in another sort of way. Perhaps you'll connect another poet with this piece. I know what the caged bird feels, alas, when the sun is bright on the upland slopes, when the wind stirs soft through the springing grass, when the first bird sings and the first bud opes and the faint perfume from its chalice steals. I know what the caged bird feels. I know why the caged bird beats his wing till its blood is red on the cruel bars. For he must fly back to his perch and cling, when he fain would be on the bough a swing. And the pain still throbs in the old scars, and they pulse again with a keener sting. I know why he beats his wing. I know why the caged bird sings, ah, me, when his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bar and he would be free. It is not a carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that he sends from his heart's deep core, but a plea that upward to heaven he flings. I know why the caged bird sings. Love poems. Poets the world over have written about romantic love, and our poets especially loved being in love. The first poem, John Anderson, My Joe, by Robert Burns. John Anderson, my Joe John, when we were first acquainted, your locks were like the raven, your bonny bow was grand, but now your brow is belt, John, your locks are like the snow. But blessings on your frosty heart, John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe John, I wonder what you mean till I select the morning and sit so late at ease. You're bleary at your eye, John, and why do ye so? Come sooner, take your bed at ease. John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe John, we climbed the hill together, and many a canty day, John, we've had with ain't another. Now we mon totter down, John, and hand in hand we'll go, and we'll sleep together at the foot, and we'll sleep together at the foot, and we'll sleep together at the foot. John Anderson, my Joe. Okay, we're going to do a poem by Paul Laurence Dunbar called A Negro Love Song. And I need you guys to help me with this. Do you all know this poem? There's a line in here I'm going to say, and I'll point to you when it's time for you to say it. The line is simply, jump back, honey, jump back. You all know that? Okay, let's hear it.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Great. So every time I point to you, I want you to say that line. A Negro Love Song by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Seen my lady home last night.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Held her hand and squeezed it tight.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Heard her sigh a little sigh. Seen a light gleam from her eye. And a smile go flitting by.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Heard the wind blow through the pine.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Mockingbird was singing fine.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
And my heart was beating so when I reached my lady's door that I couldn't bear to go.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Put my arm around her waist.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Raised her lips to take a taste.
Jump back, honey, jump back.
Love me, honey, love me true. Love me well as I love you. And she answered, 'Course I do. This next poem is, the nobility of man, of the common man. Nobility of the common man. Robert Burns is known as the freedom poet by giving voice to people who otherwise would not have a voice, and by openly opposing the rich and powerful aristocrats in Scotland. He became an inspiration to Americans fighting for their freedom, including Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Paul Laurence Dunbar had these same values. Both poets believed in the honor of being honest, kind, and humble, qualities to be celebrated in people no matter what their circumstances.
Amen.
This poem is called A Man's a Man by Robert Burns. Is there for, excuse me, I got a little stuck here. All right. Is there for honest poverty that hangs his head and all that, the coward slave we passing by, we dare be poor for all that. For all that and all that, our toils obscure and all that. The rank is but the guinea stamp, the man's the gourd for all that. What though on Hamley fair we dine, wear hodden gray and all that, give fools their silks and knaves their wine, a man's a man for all that. For all that and all that, their tinsel show and all that, the honest man, though e'er say poor, is king of men for all that. You see yon Berkey called the Lord, horse struts and stairs and all that, though hundreds worship at his word, he's but a coof for all that. For all that and all that, his ribboned star and all that, the man of independent mind, he looks and laughs at all that. A king can make a belted knight, a marquis, duke, and all that, but an honest man's a boon his might. Good faith, he's monarch for that. For all that and all that, their dignities and all that, the pith of sense and pride of worth are higher ranked than all that. Then let us pray that come it may as come it will for all that, that sense and worth o'er all the earth may bear the gree and all that. For all that and all that, it's coming yet for all that, that man to man the world o'er shall brothers be for all that. Listen carefully to these words. This is a poem called My Sort of Man by Paul Laurence Dunbar. I don't believe in aristocrats and never did, you see. The plain old home-like sort of fella is good enough for me. Of course, I don't desire a man to be too torn or rough, but then I think all folks should know when they are nice enough. Now there's folks in this here world from peasant up to king who want to be so awful nice they overdo the thing. That's just the thing that makes me sick, and quicker in a wink I set it down that them same folk ain't half's good as you think. I like to see a man dress nice and clothes becoming to. I like to see a woman fix as women ought to do. And boys and gals I like to see look fresh and young and spry. We all must have our vanity and pride before we die. But I judge no man by his clothes, nor gentleman, nor tramp. The man that wears the finest suit may be the biggest scamp. And he whose limbs are clad in rags and make a mournful sight, in life's great battle may have proved a hero in the fight. I don't believe in aristocrats. I like the honest tan that lies upon the healthful cheek and speaks the honest man. I like to grasp the brawny hand that labor's lips have kissed, For he who has not labored here, life's greatest pride has missed. The pride to feel that your own strength has cleaved for you the way to heights to which you were not born but struggled day by day. What though the thousands sneer and scoff and scorn your humble birth? Kings are but puppets. You are king by right of royal birth. The man who simply sits and waits for good to come along ain't worth the breath that one would take to tell him he is wrong. For good ain't flowing round this world for every fool to suck. You've got to put your seers on and go and hunt it up. Good goes with honesty, I say, to honor and to bless. To rich and poor alike it brings a wealth of happiness. The aristocrats ain't got it all, for much to their surprise. That's one of earth's most blessed things they can't monopolize. My Sort of Man by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Cutting the rug. You know what that means? Yeah. Dance. There you go. Yeah. Music and dance go along with poetry at every step. Burns collected the folk music and poetry of Scotland and made it available to the world. Dunbar was a violinist and a pianist and made music the subject of many of his poems. Reels were one of the popular dance forms of his time. Reels, that's square dancing. You will hear this fast-stepping rhythm next in Angelina and in the Cornstalk Fiddle. Angelina by Paul Laurence Dunbar. The music is Angeline the Baker. When the fiddle gets to singing out an old Virginia reel and you miss to feel a tickling in your toe and in your heel, if you think you got religion and you wants to keep it too, you just better take a hint, get yourself clean out of view. Cause the time is mighty tempting when the tune is in the swing for a dancing saint or sinner man to cut the pigeon wing. And you wouldn't help from dancing if your feet was bound with twine when Angelina Johnson comes a-swinging down the line. The darling of the place. Why, there ain't no high-toned lady with such manners and such grace. She can move across the cabin with its planks all rough and woe, just the same as if she was dancing on Mr.'s ballroom floor. Fact is, you don't see no cabin. Everything you see look grand. And that one old squeaky fiddle sound to you just like a band. Cotton breeches look like broadcloth and a linsey dress look fine when Angelina Johnson comes a-swinging down the line. Some folks say that dancing's sinful. And the blessed Lord, they say, want to punish us for stepping when we hear the music play. But I tell you, I don't believe it. For the Lord is good and wise. And he made the banjos metal, and he made the fiddles wood. And he made the music in them, so I don't quite think he cared if our feet keeps time a little to the melodies we hear. Why, there's something downright holy in the way our faces shine when Angelina Johnson comes a-swinging down the line. Angelina steps so gentle. Angelina bows so low. And she lifts her skirt so dainty that her shoe top scarcely shows. And them teeth behind so shining, and she take you by the hand. Go away, people. There ain't another such a lady in the land. When she's moving through the figures or dancing by herself, folks just stand stock still or staring, and they most not hold their breath. And the young men's days are saying, I's gonna make that lady mine, when Angelina Johnson comes a-swinging down the line.
Any of you all practitioners of this instrument, can I have a show of hands if you play the violin or the viola? Any cellists, double bass players? So this right here, of course, you know, is the violin. Both Robert Burns and Paul Lawrence Dunbar knew it as both the violin and the fiddle. Are they the same instrument?
No.
They are. Actually, they are the same instrument. In fact, I'm going to just set that right there for right now. It's worth more than my car, so don't let it fall. So, for those of you all who are classical players, the only difference between the violin and the fiddle is that if you play classical music, you like this little bit of wood right here, which we call the bridge. You want it to be nice and arced because you don't want to play two strings at once. Fiddle players, if you remember from when Thomasina was talking about and that old squeaky fiddle sounded just like a band, fiddle players like the bridge to be flat because we want to play more than one string at a time. So, this particular fiddle right here was around when Paul Lawrence Dunbar was around. This one right here is probably from about the 1830s. They were popular because they were lightweight and they were tough and they could take them with them. And in fact, I know it seems a little weird, right? If you all could smell the inside of this fiddle, it would smell like coal dust. And what that tells me is that for a long time, this fiddle hung on the wall in a cabin, probably over in Wales, we think this is where it came from, where they were heating their house with coal or peat. In fact, Miss Diane is part of a band called Peat, Fire, Flame. And this smells a bit peaty to me, by the way. If you've not smelled this, you need to. I think you have. So, how many of you all, and I think I know the answer, how many of y'all cut your own firewood to heat your buildings at night? Probably no one here, right? How many of you all have to make your own entertainment? Some of you do, right? So back way before, believe it or not, there was a time before screens. I know it's hard to believe, but you had to make your own entertainment. And so, oh, my young friends, can I have eyes and ears up here, please? Thank you. You had to make your own entertainment. And I'm not saying that it was really high-tech entertainment. In fact, some of it was just kind of silly. In fact, these fiddle tunes, sometimes just because fiddle tunes just all sound the same, you got to put some sort of words to them as well. And so the fiddle tune that I'm going to play that's going to go exactly with the poem is called the Cornstalk Fiddle. And it has words. Are y'all ready to get involved?
Yes.
Because I am going to expect you to be involved. So, the words are really hard. Y'all ready for this? Here's the first line. Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Let's do that one more time to make sure you have it memorized. Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Okay, y'all feel pretty good about that? Okay, let's go to the second line. Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Do we need to repeat that one?
No.
Okay, no, let's do it one more time. I want to make sure everybody gets this. That's okay. So, cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Now for the third line. Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
And you're never going to guess how it ends.
Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
Smart. Okay. So, your job in all of this will be when we get to that bit that you are going to be singing. Oh my heavens. And if you can't sing it, I want you to caterwaul it, which is generally what I do. That basically means if you can't sing and it sort of sounds like a tune, that's caterwaul. You know what my motto is? If you can't sing good, sing loud. No, in fact, Miss Diane used to say to me years ago, because we've known each other for a long time, she said, I wish all my life that I could sing. And now I just wish that you could. So, here's how the little melody is going to go for cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow. 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 One more time. Cornstalk fiddle and a shoestring bow.
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 That was perfect. I think we got all 13 voices going at the same time. So here we go.
When the corn's all cut and the bright stalks shine like the burning spears of a field of gold, when the field lies rich on the nubbins dying and the frost comes white and the wind blows cold, then it's hi ho fellas and a high diddle diddle, for the time is right for the cornstalk fiddle. Here we go.
Cornstalk fiddle and shoestring bow. Cornstalk fiddle and shoestring bow.
And you take a stalk that is straight and long with an expert eye to its worthy points, and you think of the bubbling strains of song that are bound between its pithy joints. Then you cut out strings with the bridge in the middle with a cornstalk bow for a cornstalk fiddle. Then the strings that grow as you draw the bow, or the yielding strings with the practiced hand, and the music flows like loud but never low, and the concert note of a fairy band. All your dainty songs are a misty riddle to the simple sweets of the cornstalk fiddle. our work is done and the sun drops down with a tender glance, with their hearts all primed for their harmless fun, come the neighbor girls for the evening's dance. And they wait for the well-known twist and twiddle, more time than tune for the cornstalk fiddle. Then, Brother Jabez takes the bow. While Ned stands off with Susan Bland, then Henry stops by Millie Snow and John takes Nellie Johnson's hand. While I pair off with Mandy Biddle and scrape, scrape, scrape goes the cornstalk fiddle. Here we go. Salute your partner, comes the call. All join hands and circle round. Grand train back and balance off. Footsteps lightly spurn the ground. Take your lady and balance down the middle to the merry strains of the cornstalk fiddle. So the night goes on and the dance is o'er and the merry girls are homeward gone. But I see it all in my sleep once more and I dream to the very break of dawn of an impish dance on a red-hot griddle to the screech and scrape of the cornstalk fiddle. Bill Caton was an African-American fiddler and composer here in Missouri. He lived in the middle of the state, close to Jefferson City, but he played all over the state for dances. We're going to cut a rug right now. What's that mean? Yeah. All right. And we're going to learn a reel to dance to Caton's tune called Bill Caton's Reel. And in Scotland, this kind of dancing is just called social dancing or Scottish dancing, country dancing. But here in America, in the USA, it's called square dancing. May we have some lights, please? I am going to select people from both St. Gay and Gateway to come up. If you're interested in being a part of the square dancing, raise your hand and I'll call you up here. 1, young man in the back. 2, 3. Young lady pointing to this young lady right here. No. Please stop. You. The young lady next to you. To your right. Come. Yes, right here. You. Well, come on. I need 1 gentleman from Gateway and 2 young men back there with his hand up. I need 2 young ladies. Right here. Yes. 1 more lady from Gateway. 1 young lady from Gateway. Young lady right here. With your hand pointing to somebody. Come on. Come on. When you point to someone, 3 fingers point back at you. Come on, sweetheart. Young lady. Yes. You. Come. Thank you.
4 different figures.
Okay, now, it's called square dancing for a reason. What's the reason why it's called square dancing? These people up here are in a square right now. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you the first move. Put your arms at your sides so you'll be more comfortable. And the person standing next to you is your partner. Okay. All right. The first move, take me down a little bit, please. The first move is, can you turn this down? Just thank you. All right. Not that much. Not you no more. All right. The first move is you're going to salute your partner. So this is partner 1. This is 2, 3, 4. 1 and 3. Salute your partner. The way you do that, you take 4 steps forward. So it's 3 steps forward. It's 1, 2, 3, bow, back, 2, 3, and stay. Then 2 and 4 will do the same thing. So let's salute your partner. 1, 2, only 1 and 3 go. Then 2 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, step. Okay. You two come together, and then you back up. Then you two come together and back up. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, bow, back. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, bow. All right, we have 3 more steps we have to put together. Shh. Really need you guys out here, I know you're having fun, but I need you to kind of keep it down so we can get finished up here. The second step is an elbow swing. So, you're going to turn to your partner, do that. Turn to your partner, right arm. Take your step over here, sweetheart. Watch this. Your right arm, you're going to swing with your partner. Okay, here we go. Face the center. Face the center. You're going to swing your partner 4 times, and then you're going to go back in the opposite direction 4 times. First time you're going to go with the right hand, interlock the right arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, let go, interlock the left arm, go back in the opposite direction, and you should end up in your spot. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. We gotta finish. We have to finish. If we don't get through this, we're going to have to not get a chance for you all to see the whole dance. And I made a mistake. You're going to turn around 8 counts. So it's 5. Let's get ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. All right. Now, the next move.
You're doing really great.
Yes, you dancers are doing really good. The next step, we're going to call it circle right. So everyone is going to grab the hand of the persons on your right and left. Do that. Take the people's hands on your right and left. And you're just going to walk. Take their hand, please. And you're just going to walk in a circle. Baby, turn your head. We're going to walk in a circle, going to the right first, 8 counts. Then we come back 8 counts, and you should end back up in your spot. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the alma mater, it's, they're gonna say some more. Okay. All right, now here, this one, you know what, before we do that, let's just go through the first 3 that we've learned so far. Let's do face the people across from you. Remember the people across from you. The first thing you're going to do is salute your partner. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elbow swing. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, remember 8 times. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back the other way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we do the circle right. Circle right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last move, because we're going to put music to this. That will help us out. The Allemande left. You're going to face your partner. Do that now. Face your partner. You're going to put your right hand out to your partner. Put your right hand out, take your partner's hands. Now, listen carefully. This can be tricky. You got your partner's hand. You're going to walk. Everybody, get back. Everybody walk forward.
Walk toward the side.
Walk,
We're holding.
and then left hand, grab his left hand, grab his left hand. Face, go to the next person. Go to the next person. It's her hand. Grab his hand. Now, let go of the hand that you had at first, and then now you're supposed to go to the next person. The other side. Okay, let's do this again. Go back to your original position. And we're going to walk through this one slowly. Now watch. Watch me. If you have your partner's right hand, you can't go to the left. You can only go the way that's open to you. So you go to the left. If you have the right hand, go to the left and grab the left hand of that person. The only other way you can go now is to the right. Take your right hand and grab the person coming toward you. Then when you let that hand go to, you understand what I'm saying? Let's see if we can walk through this. Grab the right hand of your partner.
So alternate left hand to your partner, then right hand to the next person.
Right hand to your partner, left hand to the next person. Here we go. Right hand to your partner, left to the next. Baby girl, come this way. Left. Right. Right. Come back, come back, come back. Maybe we'll and we'll do the circle right 3 times. Okay, we're gonna cancel that one. Listen carefully. Listen, please. Because believe it or not, these dances are really fun. They are highly energetic. You have to listen to, normally you don't know what step is coming next. There's a caller who tells you what to do. Allemande left, and you know, and all of that, so you got it.
We had to do PE when I was.
We did too. So now listen, we're going to walk through this again. we're going to, the first step is salute your partner. Then you're going to, circle right. Salute your partner. Let's walk through this. Salute your partner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle right. Grab hands and circle right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on back the other way. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to elbow swing. Elbow swing. Grab your partner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle right. 1. Grab big circle. Big circle and go to the right. 5. Go. Circle, 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 circle. 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here we go. We're going to put some music to this. Listen to me. You guys out here, I need you to be as quiet as possible because they have to hear my calls. Hold on, William. This is the order. Salute your partner. Salute your partner. Circle right. Elbow swing. Circle right. All right? Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6. Now you go. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go back the other way. 4, 5, 6. Elbow swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, home. Okay, check this out. We're going to speed up the tempo. Okay, all I'm going to do is call the steps. Okay. Salute your partner. Circle right. Circle left. Elbow swing. The other way. Circle right. Other way. Salute your partner. Circle right. Circle left. Elbow swing. Elbow swing. Circle right. Circle left. And thank you.
Let's bring it down here. Thank you everyone. You've been a great audience. Thank you, good sports for both schools, for dancing. Thank you, audience, for supporting them. as Scott said, we used to have square dancing in PE class.
Quiet so
Along
we
with
can hear.
all other kinds of dancing as well. So we were embarrassed then too, I think. But it's fun in the end. So this is our program for today. I know you recognize some of the poems from the ones that we've read in class. We're going to continue our connections. Robert Burns and Paul Laurence Dunbar, Voices of the People. The next